Hello, my name is Megan Robinson, and this is my Powtoon video for Chapter 18 of the Sue and Sue text, Counseling the Culturally Diverse, created for Dr. K's Summer 2016 Diversity and Disability Across the Lifespan. This chapter is titled Counseling Multiracial Individuals. Multiracial individuals are often faced with the "what are you" question. For years, multiracial individuals have fought for the right to identify themselves as belonging to more than one racial group. Although a person may indicate that they identify as a mix of two or more races, our society is one that tends to force people to choose one racial identity over another. For example, President Barack Obama is biracial because his father is black and his mother is white. However, society generally describes him as just black. The multiracial person often has feelings of existing between the margins of two or more cultures, as well as a sense of discrepancy between one's own self-identity and that imposed by others. Unfortunately, mental health professionals often receive very little training in working with multiracial clients who are distressed or confused by having monoracial categories imposed upon them. Counselors should be aware of any biases, attitudes, or stereotypes that they have towards race mixing or interracial marriage. The preference for monoracial culture within our society is supported by the term hypodescent, or the one-drop rule, and can be traced back to the attempt of white European immigrants to maintain racial purity. The one-drop rule is a class-based social system that maintains the myth of monoracialism by assigning the person of mixed racial heritage to the least desirable racial status. The rule of hypodescent appears to predominate with African Americans, but can also apply to any other racial ethnic minority groups. Phenotypic traits play a major role in how people perceive others, regardless of what an individual actually identifies as. For instance, if African American traits are apparent, the one-drop rule will automatically classify the person as black, regardless of the answer of the multiracial individual. This thought process can be used to explain the example I gave of President Obama earlier in the presentation. While there may be many challenges regarding identity formation for the multiracial individual, many individuals confront the process of resolving marginality and develop a healthy identity throughout their lives. There are a variety of reasons a person may choose to identify as multiracial or monoracial, and as long as a healthy identity is developed, counselors should respect these conceptualizations and resolutions. Research has identified several beneficial socio-psychological traits associated with the multicultural heritage, to include an increased sense of uniqueness, greater variety in one's life, greater tolerance and understanding of people, a greater ability to deal with racism, and to interact and build alliances with diverse people and groups. While it is not uncommon for multiracial individuals to have issues regarding racial identity, it should not be assumed that these issues are the source of a client's problem.